That's one of the biggest things that a lot of former witnesses, they talk about this once leaving. They feel like a void is missing because they're not going out in field service. But I really appreciate what you said, though, Anthony. It's the message really that they're preaching. That's what has to be examined.
Yes.
Because especially I'm speaking personally. Growing up in that organization, you think, because you're taught that you're preaching the kingdom message. You think you're putting this kingdom first. But from my observations, since I've left, this is the major thing that's happening, or what the organization has done. They have developed a system of going out doing door to door, and they've attached their version of the kingdom message to it.
Yes.
But it's all to promote their organization.
Yes.
And the policies and the rules and the teachings of their organization. They've lost track of what Jesus and his apostles were teaching. It's a completely different message.
Yes.
But you can't intertwine a kingdom message with the rules of an organization.
Right.
So if they can just step back and just get to the root of the issue, and that's really preaching the gospel of the kingdom, then they can see a huge difference. That void will be filled. You start to live the kingdom.
Yes.
And it will no longer feel like a burden, or you counting time and do I have to pioneer and all these other type of responsibilities that they attach to it.
Yeah.
That's just extra weight. For most witnesses, if they're honest, they would agree with it, and especially those ones who have left. But I mean, the list goes on and on. You have to go to your meetings every week. It's two days out of the week. You're expected to be there, and then you have field service, and then you have to study for those meetings, and then you have to work. Then you have a family to take care of, and then you have conventions and assemblies, and we're not even touching on the cleaning of the Kingdom Hall, and then you have the traveling overseer that comes around. You have to take off of that.
Is very significant for those 10 million Jehovah's Witnesses across the world. They really ought to consider this. Are they the only people who've got a handle on biblical knowledge? That is an extraordinary claim. They are not that well versed to be able to make that claim, when no commentary in any language at any time for 2,000 years ago ever imagined some of the distinctions, fundamental ones that they're making. That's the time to stop and say, wait a minute. There are others who don't believe in the Trinity. They did well with that. There are others who believe in the sleep of the dead. They did well with that. There are others who believe in the gospel of the kingdom. But those who go to door and say that they themselves are not born again, that is an extraordinary disqualification from biblical Christianity entirely. That needs to be changed radically.